back with part 3 of the Melbourne Cup preview, gentlemen. We're up to horse 13, Heartbreak City, which is a very interesting runner. He's won a couple of very decent hurdles over there in Ireland, and then followed up by winning the Ebor. He's a $16 shot, and if he wins, I won't be losing on him.
You can.
Yeah, I just think he's just very strong form.
So, Jumpy, what I liked about the Ebor, because that's obviously got to be the reference to use here.
Not the maiden hurdle at Tipperary.
I'm not saying it's not useful, but I mean, like Kiwi and the winner during the week all had that kind of form, and they didn't stop him winning races. But the good thing about the Ebor was he travelled really sweetly all the way. Like, he really did travel, which is indicative of a horse that's got, plenty of scope for improvement. He can lift his rating. In the end, though, you've got to make a decision. So I watched the replay of the Ebor a number of times with a particular interest in Oceanographer's run. I mean, he was completely torched there. Honestly, I'm not quite sure what...
Get the Ebor, watch Oceanographer's run. Oh. Watch if you've ever seen a bigger slaughter.
What did he get beat? He got beat like 6 or 7 lengths or something. And he clearly should have won the race. So my view is that, again, so we don't often talk about weights. It's worth making a reference here. Oceanographer had 60 kilos, gave Heartbreak City 5 kilos in that race, and I think it's not hard to imagine that he could have beaten Heartbreak City. So with the weights turning around here, I think Oceanographer, on face value, has got his measure and gets the better of the map of those horses.
If there's any jockey that can slot in from barrier 23, it has to be Joe Maria, doesn't it?
Magic will get him going.
That win back over 2,000 metres back at Cork, and I was in the open handicap. I thought that win showed that he was just a real smart horse. Ebor win was good.
Heavy ground?
Yeah.
What's the consensus about him on top of the ground?
I don't think it worries him because that's a summer hurdle at the Galway Festival he won there, and that ground was like, that's as quick as they'll jump on over there. Yep. And he he ran second last in the Chester Cup, but like Chester's probably tighter than what Mooney Valley is, so I don't think that track suited him there.
Sorry, your fish.
Yeah, I'm a bit torn with him as well, but at the price I'll probably just let him go around with that.
Save time here, Jumpy.
Right. Number 14 is to John Hawkwood. He's 100 to 1, and I'll wait to back him in the Summer Cup at Randwick.
He's finished. Next.
Number 15 is Excess Knowledge. He's an 80 to 1 pop. He needs to lift.
Yep.
Beautiful Romance is a 66 to 1 shot.
I'll just say, sorry, Excess Knowledge will have some attraction to some people because it's trained by Gay Waterhouse, and
the bot.
He will be better at Flemington, but that means he might be able to run 8. Sorry. I don't know if it was worth interrupting you for that.
Come on, Pots. Number 16 is Beautiful Romance. Like, I hope he wins because Frosty's on it, but he's 66, isn't he? I can't see it winning. His form's not good enough.
You were mentioning earlier about these international preparations. Do they ever change the say to rule? Every single time they seem to bring out these horses, you think, that's not a Melbourne Cup lead. And then they just don't, it's like they enjoy getting beaten.
Well, he's got 2 here. Like, one of them's had 1 run in a year.
Yeah.
What's this one had? Not much more.
Not much more. No, at least it's been running this year. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's priceless.
If anyone can find evidence of why this horse would win this race, apart from an incredible Frosty lane ride,
all the best.
He'll win the.
Got anything to say about this?
He'll win the Sandown Cup.
Well, from what I saw, she looked pretty handy, but it was in sort of fillies and mares grade there, and then when she went up to the top class, she wasn't too competitive. So I think she has the X factor going forward. If she stayed in Australia, which looks unlikely, but probably against her in a race like the Cup.
Number 17 is Al Mandan. He's a $17 shot, and for mine, he's the pick of the Lloyd Williams runners, and the ever talkative Robert Hickmott, and I'll be with him for sure.
Yeah, he's a genuine top 5 chance. I think he's about his right price.
Which is
$17.
Yeah, he's got, there's no evidence that he can get to the level that a horse like Hartnell can. So he sort of needs Hartnell he needs Hartnell to fall over, right? So, and Big Orange. So is that that's a chance, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know? So, like, if those sort of horses at the pointy end of the market fall over, a horse like him will be there to pick up the pieces. That's what I'm saying.
I can't add to it, and the sign's probably in the next bracket, and you know, it's probably on the up. It's had an extra run since Al Mandan was too good for it. But yeah, I think they're both in that same category. I just think they're thereabouts type horses. But
I can't let a signer pass without shout out to my mate Dan Kelly. Like, Dan and I were very keen on a sign in the race at the standalone meeting at Bendigo, wasn't it, Juppy?
Yeah, back on Golden Mile Day
when he couldn't get past Dandy Gent. So leave me right out of the sign.
Now, you know what's going to happen, Potts?
Fair
I've got it to head down. It's a 70 to 1 shot. It's up in class. I'm going to give it to Simon Cowell. It's a no from me. But you watch Katie make me look like an absolute egg, and watch the haters come charging over the hill calling me a sexist again. So I can't wait. The sign can't win. Nick?
Barrier 22 doesn't help him at all, especially considering... Barrier 17. Wait. 22. I was right.
Yeah.
Can't help him at all, crossing from out there. He's going to do a lot of work in the run. I think he's a bit like Al Mandan. They've got this sort of... They have upside, and I think Al Mandan has he has unmeasurable upside. We never see him at Group 1 class. But as you said, this horse, back to that Bendigo run, there's no way he can win the race off that. But he's come through this spring a lot better than I thought he would. He wasn't too far off Al Mandan in the Henry White Classic. But you go back to his weight for age performance rating, 98.6. And the trifecta in the Spring Champion were all higher than that. I know they look pretty handy, but probably can't have him in a race like this, and especially on the pace where it looks like there's going to be a lot of pressure, he could just fold over.
Well, on those two horses, I mean, Lloyd Williams is the most successful Melbourne Cup owner there is, and I think Lloyd knows that the only way you can win the race is to get into it, and that's half the battle, is just getting into the field. So some of these horses have spent all their chips getting into the field. A sign would fit that category for me. Al Mandan wouldn't. Al Mandan's got something to offer.
Number 19, gentlemen, is Grey Line. He's a 40 to 1 shot. He was beaten in a real grinding Geelong Cup, and you can let me out of him.
I think that Geelong Cup's a very interesting race, Juppy. There's something about that race that is very good. Like, they went strong enough for the first 1,400 metres of the race. It wasn't a loaf, and then they went unbelievable for the last 1,000 metres, like extraordinary.
It did seem that way.
I mean, those two horses, Grey Line and Kiwi, were up front doing it. And for the other horse to chase them to get within 3/4 of a length was an outstanding effort. And he showed how valuable that was on Saturday. So these horses, both Grey Line and Kiwi, are second run off the plane.
Yep.
And they are good lightweight place chances. I just sort of don't think they can win, but I wouldn't be surprised to see one or both of them, finish in the first four.
That's fair. I can't have him in front of Oceanographer, and I've got Oceanographer behind a couple, so it's probably my, on the pecking
order. A bit like Ruff. You can't have him in front of Oceanographer, and he's behind a few, so can't.
Well, he leaves us to number 20, Oceanographer. He's an $8 chance. For mine, there seems a lot of recency bias in this price. It looks unders, and I've got a real worry about the jockey. So if I'm pretty sure that
Chad?
Yeah, no, you can leave me out of Chad.
No good, Chad.
No, especially at this level, I think there's many more jocks that I'd rather have my money on.
So the question mark for this horse that I haven't yet answered myself, I've got to go and do some more research. I'm looking for a horse, some history on a horse that's had their third run up off the plane within a month.
Yeah.
To see if there's any evidence that they can hold that form level. This horse he's lightly raced. He has put together two extraordinary runs that are climbing drastically. And if he was to improve on Saturday's effort, he will be in the finish. But I'm not sure whether that's going to happen or not. I'm still trying to find a good answer to that.
Well, I'll combine a couple of the form geniuses. In Dominic Byrne always says that the best into a Melbourne Cup, you want to go peak rating and then you can peak again. And then I've got Vince Accardi's daily sectional times here from yesterday. So a lot of people spoke about the last 200 being so good.
Yeah.
And it was. It was the third best last 200 of the day, which is fantastic. They walked. Bossy got away with murder up front. And I've got to say, the reason I took a position against Tom Melbourne was because they went so brutally hard at Caulfield that's flat run territory. And generally, Prince of Penzance being the prime example, the only time you can back up from a flat run is if you walk early. So while they strung out, never mind handicap advantage with weight. My thing of handicap advantage is like the old staggered starts at stall.
Yeah.
That's what Bossy got on Tom Melbourne, a big handicap advantage. So they were 5 lengths below average to the 800, and then Tom Melbourne did his thing, giving his all. So a huge pickup by Oceanographer, 15 length mid-race improvement.
Yeah.
And then the third best last time of the day. What I'm saying is I don't think that I think the soft tempo means that he'll go again. I don't think that, so I think that's the perfect build-in. If it was a brutally run race, you'd put the pen through. But this gives him a chance to leap again. As I said, I want to save him. I just want to keep Hartnell in front of him. But he's on the up, and what he showed both in his slaughter at Goodwood, but also when he won that race. What was the previous race that he won? He's a line.
And Doncaster, yeah.
Doncaster, isn't he? He's just a line chaser.
Yeah, and we saw that. And we saw that yesterday, didn't we?
Absolutely. So
he's a pretty immature horse. He's not.
And he's not
the finished article.
That's my thing against him.
He's going to do things wrong here. He's not.
That in a high pressure race, not so much as he got the class 130-200, but as a high pressure race, going to say, well, you can't do anything wrong. Have you got the real grounding to do that? That's my other reason. Just peg him back a bit.
I thought his tactical versatility, like he has to go back in the field. Like that's the only way he races, and that's a hard way to win a race, as we all know. And he did it on Saturday. But then you look back to his Geelong Cup run when he did that. He had no chance in that race just because he was back there. If he stayed in Australia, I think he'd be a genuine Group 1 horse. But at the price, $7, I'm happy to be against him. I think he's a bit too short in the market considering what Jamaica and Hartnell have done to get to the Cup. They've been racing against the top class. He only just gets past Tom Melbourne last start. Now you have the times and that to back it up, how good he went, but at the price, I just can't be with him.
I think what we're all saying in agreement is that he'll probably get out a bit tomorrow.
I think he will.
I'm not agreeing with that.
You think he'll start short of the
I think he'll be heavily backed.
Oh, okay.
Assuming that Hartnell runs to his best, holds his rating, the only alternative to win this race is to have the talent to come after Hartnell, and this is the only horse in the race with the talent to chase Hartnell and run past him.
Because he can out-sprint him, is what you're saying. Yeah, he's got that sprint.
Yeah, he'll look at him, see where he is, and go, I'm coming after you.
Alright, well here's a few that don't have the necessary talent to chase down either of those two horses. Secret number is 40 to 1. I don't think he's up to it, but is he a possible pacemaker? Like, I don't know why else he'd be in the race.
It's as I said before, it's just typical of the stable. They come out and you go, why?
Pentathlon is number 22. He's 150 to 1 for Johnny Wheeler. I can't wait to see this horse at Warrnambool. I think he'll be a really, really good chance in the Grand Annual.
He's the yours and Duppy. He's a 500 to 1 chance.
And Rosa Virginia down the bottom is a 300 to 1 chance. She is an absolute pothole and she would need to start now.
It's not a big enough price for her.
Well, that's owner's ticket stud, isn't it? There's no other way.
Well, I mean, people dream about having a Melbourne Cup runner, so good luck to them.
But tell you what, if she was mine, she'd be running.
That's it
now. Boys, the ones that I've got down, I'll be on Big Orange, Hartnell, Wicklow, Brave and Almandon, and I'll have a small saver on Heartbreak City. And then I'll be taking them Quinellas and trifectas and stuff. That's how I'll be playing the race.
Nick?
With Hartnell, Jamaica, Almandon, Big Orange, Wicklow, Brave. Really don't like Bondi Beach and take a set against him. Oceanographer, he can go around without me. Camarada can go around without me, and I'll move.
Hartnell, Big Orange, Bondi Beach, save Oceanographer and risk Jamaica.
Yep. Hartnell will go around a good result for me. My best result will be Oceanographer. If I can satisfy myself about this issue about the third run off the plains, I'm going to do a bit more research there. Big Orange will be a winner for me, and I'll probably have a little bet on the Japanese horse on the tote.
The Japanese tote, or going back at that Japanese
bet it'll be best tote, Jumpy.
Well, thanks, boys.
It's good fun.
It'll be a great race on Tuesday, so everyone enjoy the day, and hopefully we've helped steer you into a winner or two. And make sure, if we do get it wrong, that you get right into us about it, because we love nothing more than that. So good luck, punters, and after Flemington week, we will be resuming sort of normal programming.
Yes, because for the greater narrative of Australian sport, it's fantastic. It's the Emirates Melbourne Cup, the iconic race, and for punters, it's race 7.
Yes. I won't be singing the national anthem due to popular demand there either. All right, good luck, punters.